What is Battle Court Jai-Alai? The world's fastest ball sport, and so much more. Jai-Alai is played inside a 3-wall court that measures just 120 feet long by 33 feet wide. The game is played with a hand-woven wicker basket called a cesta and a Jai-Alai ball. The ball is as hard as a rock, and it travels around the court at an average speed of 150 miles per hour. Players will crash into the sidewall or throw themselves onto the concrete ground without a single layer of padding just to get to it. Jai-Alai is like playing baseball if you had to catch and throw with just the gloved hand. And it's a rally sport, kind of like tennis, but much more dangerous.
Manny, there's a carom. Bradley on the move, breaking. He got there. Blast the forehand. Everybody out of the way, and Nicholas got hit by the ball.
Jai-Alai is played as a singles match or as a doubles match. The match winner is the first player or doubles pair to win 2 out of 3 sets played to 6 points.
Gaucheri up in the front court towards the inside. What a scoop!
What an amazing
by Douglas.
catch.
Gaucheri picks it up in the front court, whips it inside.
Another
one.
Did it
He
again.
made it.
2 times back to back. That's freaking crazy.
Here's Gaucheri, 2-all return. Douglas reaching outside. Powerful forehand at the feet is missed for the
Point,
win.
set, and match.
Point, set, and match.
That's
Douglas.
respect.
Every point rally begins with a serve, then the players alternate catching and throwing the ball. While a point is being played, the ball can hit any of the court walls, but it cannot bounce twice on the ground. Simply put, the object of the game is to catch one more ball than your opponent, or better yet, to fire the ball so it can't be caught. When a player cannot successfully return the ball to the front wall, then 1 point is awarded to the opposition and the next rally begins with a new serve. A Battle Court game day consists of 6 matches, and the team that wins the most matches wins the day. Pick your favorite team, doubles pairing, or singles player, and cheer for them all season long. Or up the ante and bet on it. Battle Court Jai-Alai allows for wagering on the matches, the sets, and each individual point. The ball is lethal, the game is lightning fast, and the action is limitless. This is Battle Court Jai-Alai.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Battle Court Jai-Alai. Tonight's game day will feature the Renegades and the Chargers. And with that, I'd like to welcome everybody back to another edition of the Fall 25 Battle Court season. I'm Andrew Bleckman, joined alongside Stu Nyman to bring you tonight's contest between the Renegades and the Chargers. How you doing tonight, Stu?
Doing great, Andrew. Watching the practice, the warm-up, everybody looks super.
Yeah, seems like an energized group today. Renegades and Chargers, 2 singles and 4 doubles matches on the slate. Beginning here with Division 4 doubles, we'll see Goanaga and CRB up against Iturbide and Bradley.
Gee.
Goanaga and CRB, 1-0 to begin this season. Iturbide Bradley, 1-1. Remember, 2 game days ago, Iturbide broke his basket, so still working in a new one. Iturbide and Bradley suffered their only loss in the last game day when he was working out that new piece of equipment, so we'll see how he's feeling today.
We're ready to begin our first match. Goanaga has a serve for the Renegades. Goanaga serves. We begin. Powerful forehand by Bradley. Rebote left side to the inside. Here's a backhand by Goanaga. Caught by Bradley. Bradley high and hard to the front wall. Gonaga now from the 8 line to the inside. Robote, that rebound off the back wall, played on the forehand of Iturbide. Bragley on the right side. Low and hard from the forehand. CRB is there. CRB now from the 11 line. Iturbide reaches behind and make this catch. Forehand straight back to the forehand of CRB where it's dropped. First point of this match goes to Iturbide and Bragley.
Now, up until that moment right there, CRB was the only player on the roster with a perfect catch rate still to begin the season.
Okay, I'm good.
And Gonaga in Division 4 also perfect, but CRB, he'll be tested today against Iturbide as one of the best front quarters in this division.
Here's a backhand by CRB. Iturbide moves up, backhand from the 7 line to the inside. Robote. Bragley advances, makes the catch, throw to the inside. Goanaga's there. Robote forehand fired. Off the side wall, it comes a little hard, and this one will score Iturbide and Bragley with 2 points. Iturbide has the serve.
And this is going to be a big test for Gonaga, too, playing against Iturbide in the front court, who is very much his equal. I mean, Iturbide is a higher-ranked player, has been throughout his career. So, look, I mean, Division 4 and Division 5, Goanaga's had a lot of success, but now he's taking a step up playing against a guy like Iturbide, who's equally as good on the catch, arguably a better shot maker. So he's going to have to mix it up today. And quick 2 points for the Chargers, a great start.
It's a good hard serve by Iturbide. CRB, backhand from the 11 line. Here's Bragley from the 11. Goanaga's there, winding up. Coasty inside. Bragley will take that at the side wall. Robote, left side by Goanaga. Bragley advances, has it on the forehand. Powerful right side. CRB's there. Bragley, midcourt, drop ball. That's a point for Goanaga and CRB of the Renegades. Goanaga has a serve.
A backcourt matchup obviously going to be the key here with 2 of the lower-rated players in the backcourt. But Bradley's had a great start to the season. I mean, in Division 6 with Jedden, they've been playing with a lot of energy. His catching's been great, and he's also been doing some damage with that right side.
Powerful serve, comes in low. Real powerful return by Bragley. Catch on the forehand of Bragley. Right side to the inside. CRB's there. There's a backhand. Wall to wall from the left side it goes. Robote coming out to the 3 line. Turned on the forehand of Goanaga. Robote by Iturbide stays inside. CRB is there. Iturbide on the backhand from the 7. Iturbide again, backhand from the 9. Goanaga now with a hop. Robote, that rebound off the back wall, played on the forehand of Goanaga, taken by Iturbide. Ball tipped at the side wall. That's a 3rd point for Iturbide and Bragley. Of the Chargers, Iturbide serves.
Really good point there by all 4 players, but you just don't like to see CRB going for those one-handed scoops. I mean, he can Robote, he can let that come out, or step out of the way and let Goanaga play it, you know.
Ball tipped off the serve. 4th point for Iturbide and Bragley.
Again, that's another miss, and this is a guy, as we said, came in with a perfect catch rate.
There's the backhand by CRB. Nice and hard to the corner. Oh, right to the corner. In and out of the cesta it goes. That's a second point for Goenaga and CRB. Goenaga serves.
Yeah, Bradley just kind of ran out of real estate there in the backcourt. I mean, trying to get in there on the right side. He's a right side dominant player. He's going to do that.
There's a backhand by CRB. There's a catch by CRB, backhand from the 12 line. Here's a backhand by CRB. Robote, forehand by Ichibide. Goenaga's there. That's a catch by Ichibide, powerfully from the left side he comes. Robote. This one caught by Bragley. Beautiful catch by Goenaga off the side wall. Bragley's there again. Powerful forehand. Robote saved by Goenaga. That's a tough one at the side wall. Floater stopped by Ichibide. Bragley up high. Good catch. Forehand from the 10. Robote left side. Big forehand by Bragley. Robote left side by Goenaga. Bragley down from the 11 line. Goenaga calls for the Robote, puts it inside. Big bounce. Brought down by Bragley in a beautiful catch. Robote forehand saved by Goenaga. Here's Ichibide. Clean miss in the backcourt. 2-all by Ichibide with a soft touch scores. 5 points for Ichibide and Bragley of the Chargers. Possible set point.
He's just well played again by the Chargers, and Ichibide finishing off with that classic 2-all, but we can talk about it more in between the set, but generally this is pretty concerning if you're the Renegades. I mean, Goenaga in Division 4, he's been one of your best players. You had to move him up this year because you froze him. If this team doesn't have success, and there's some other tough teams in Division 4, it could knock him out of the playoffs, really.
Here's a good catch by Bragley at the back wall. Goenaga calls for the Robote. Inside it goes. Bragley's there. Forehand from the 11 line. Big right side by Bragley, passes.
Great throw.
Drops. Goenaga makes a save. Ichibide has it. What a catch by Goenaga. Low and hard by Goenaga. Scoop attempt is missed. 3rd point for Goenaga and CRB of the Renegades. Goenaga serves.
And a huge break there. Ichibide could have thrown it anywhere in the court except it caught it right. Caught the sidewall first and went right to Goenaga. I mean, the only place he couldn't put it, Goenaga was right there and was able to capitalize. And that's just the type of mistake that can swing the momentum of this set. The Chargers are thinking they should be in the cage right now, and the Renegades are just happy to be playing. See how this serve comes in. Goenaga's been known to throw an ace or two.
Beautiful catch by Bragley off a hard serve by Goenaga. Bragley again. This time from the 11 line. Light touch. Robote dropping. Saved by Goenaga. Robote forehand. Ichibide gets in there. Here's the backhand from the 7 line. On the wall. CRB with a tip ball. Point and set for Ichibide and Bragley of the Chargers. 2 minutes go on the board. We'll come back out and play our next set.
6-3, Ichibide and Bragley take the opening set of the game day. And so kind of going back to what I was saying about this Renegades team, in the draft, Goenaga reached his limit. He was frozen the maximum number of times by the Renegades, so they had a choice to either let him go and be drafted by another team, or they could move him up a rank. They decided to move him up a rank. That doesn't affect much except the rankings of your doubles teams. The last couple seasons, Goenaga's been able to play with Flores down in Division 5, which we've seen them have tremendous success.
Absolutely.
I think they were 9-1 and 10-1 the last couple of years. Well, now that Goenaga's a 2, it's the combined ranking of both of your players, and that's how you kind of figure out the doubles teams. He and Flores couldn't play Division 5, and he and CRB couldn't play Division 5, so now he's got to go up to Division 4. But just listen, I mean, generally to the names that Goenaga played against last year in the front court. El Barba, Ikeda, Correa, Ferronda, and Jed. This season in Division 4, he's going to be playing against Iturbide, Bueno. Obviously, he's got himself. Again, the Gallimani team hasn't started off great, but Nicholas and Kubala, one of the best teams in Division 4, and then Lalu and Ikeda. So it's just a huge step up in competition. This is a team that the Renegades are depending on. They need Goenaga and CRB to go 8-2, 7-3 at the absolute worst. And if they go out here and lose in straight sets to Iturbide and Bradley, they haven't looked great in this first set either. That's why I was saying, I mean, I maybe jumped the gun a little bit, 8 points in, saying this could be concerning, but...
It's finished. It's over. The ship is sinking.
But
Man the lifeboats. That's what I heard.
Does it make any sense to...
The numbers?
Yeah, does it make a little bit of sense, though, why
to me,
I'm a little
no.
bit concerned?
When you put names with those numbers, which is how I operate,
right,
then yes, definitely it
absolutely
does.
Sure. It's just more the point of... It's not Division 5 anymore, Division 4. I mean, Iturbide's, he's a 2. This guy could be a 1. I mean, you got to go toe-to-toe with him. And Goenaga, he's averaging 5 kills per match in Division 4, which is tied for second on the roster. He's getting 2 of those Tejadas, 2 of them are Cortadas. So he's just peppering the inside of the court. He's not throwing a lot of 2 walls. And again, people know that now after a couple seasons. That's going to work a little bit less here in Division 4 than Division 5. But
makes sense.
It is one set. We've only played 9 points, and we got a long season to go, Stu. So we'll see what happens in set 2.
Hard serve to start things off here in our second set by Goenaga. Powerful backhand. This one's stopped by Bradley. Bradley powerfully from the left side. Goenaga for the rebote. Kicks to the inside. Bradley is there. Goenaga, rebote, left side. Iturbide moves in. Backhand from the 7. Bradley now from the 12 line. Goenaga, good catch at the 8 line. Bradley on the backhand, deep in the backcourt. Ball tipped by Goenaga there at the side wall. First point of the second set goes to Iturbide and Bradley of the Chargers. Iturbide serves. It's those. That's an uncharacteristic miss for Goenaga.
I mean, again, just maybe
nothing easy about the catch.
Oh, difficult catch crossing the wall off the rebote, but still, I mean, maybe just trying to make a play. He was going into the costado motion. So, again, you try to push after dropping a set. This is not, not normally where we're used to seeing Goenaga behind in a match.
There's a backhand by CRB. Rebote, left side, powerfully thrown by Iturbide. Caught on the forehand of CRB. Rebote forehand to the inside. Scoop by Iturbide.
That's trouble.
Rebote not playable at the side wall. Second point for Iturbide and Bradley.
But think about that throw, too. A low runner from the front court. Goenaga's never had to defend that shot in Division 5. He's able to run back and save rebotes, but he's never played against somebody that can just take over the match like he has throughout his career. Iturbide can do it, if not better. I mean, higher ranked player throughout most of his career. He's got more shots, a wider variety of shots, but this is just another great start. Love the way this Chargers team is coming off after a loss.
CRB takes this one on the forehand at the back wall. Here's the backhand. Good catch by Goenaga. Backhand. What a catch by Bradley, deep in the backcourt. Big reach, good catch. CRB's there, backhand to the inside. Robote. Goenaga's there, winding up. Placement inside. Bragley took off, missed the ball on the forehand. First point for Goenaga and CRB here in the second set. Goenaga serves.
Again, goes with the, I mean, that's kind of a deep drop shot, but the inside placement from the costado. Iturbide is respecting the 2-all, but
inside placement.
And Bradley, I mean, he gets up there in plenty of time. It's just, it's got a lot of spin, and it's not that easy to bring in. Well, certainly not as easy as it looks. It's those floaters, and we talk about it all the time, Stu.
Difficult catch made deep in the backcourt by Bragley. Iturbide, Robote, 2-all.
Perfect.
Lands in and scores. Beautifully executed by Iturbide. 3 points for Iturbide and Bragley of the Chargers. Iturbide serves.
It's the perfect counter to an aggressive front quarter, and Goenaga is going to look to get in there almost every throw, so Iturbide makes it a 2-all. And Goenaga didn't really fall for it. He got a pretty good jump on that and still was well away from it.
Fault over serve. Battle court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. A good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. There's the backhand by CRB. Goenaga goes to the backcourt to make this catch. Bragley from the forehand lays it up. Caught by Goenaga. Goenaga, costado to the inside. Beautiful read and a good catch by Iturbide. CRB on the left side, backhand. Powerful backhand by Iturbide. Wall to wall, out to the Robote. Robote inside, fire to the inside. What a catch by Bragley. Catch by CRB. Iturbide's there. Robote saved by Goenaga. Catch by Iturbide, reaching in. CRB catching it behind him at the 12 line. Bragley, forehand. Big right side, clears the overhead screen, comes out to the Robote. Goenaga makes a save, outside placement. Iturbide follows it, stops it. Forehand play. What a catch by CRB. Iturbide backhand, caught by CRB. Robote, left side. Laid up by Goenaga. Here's Iturbide. Costi inside. Right up the middle, actually. Goenaga's there. Iturbide cross court. Everything he can do to make that catch, and he does. Bragley takes this on the bounce at the 12 line. Powerful forehand follows. Goenaga's there. Winding up. Costado 2-all. Beautifully executed and scoring. Well played point by all 4 players. 2 points for Goenaga and CRB. Goenaga serves. That's what we haven't been seeing from Goenaga.
Well, there's no defense for a perfect 2-all like that. And he snaps it from about the 9 line. Look at where this opens up. And Iturbide not even running for it. He knows it too. You can't be too predictable. And that's the thing. I mean, we've seen it in other divisions. The guys like Osheri, Iturbide that mix it up tend to win a little bit more and have such. And Goenaga's got all the tools. He's got a good costado. A great shot there and gets him right back in this set.
Big backhand by Bragley. CRB is there. Bragley now from the 12 line. Powerful forehand passes. Robote save by Goenaga. Bragley with the catch at the 11. Sidearm carom does not open up. It is scooped up by Goenaga. Bragley caught in between catches on the right side. Well played. That's on the wall. Good save by Iturbide. Floater. Stopped by Goenaga. Goenaga, drop shot to the inside. Inside placement, rather. Works. Well played. 3-3. Goenaga serves. So, yeah, inside placement. So there's the drop shot, which, of course, is classically known as a dejada. Just, you know, you just kind of kiss the front wall, let it drop inside. Inside placement is a shot. And that's done with the soft enough touch to get the front quarter to come inside, which is what you saw Iturbide do, and just had to reach a bracket.
It's right along the sidewall, too. I think that was
beautifully
the key.
done.
It was such a tough catch for Iturbide. But again, back to the inside with the drop shot. After throwing the 2-wall, that's going to open up a little more space. Oh, and a good serve.
That serve came in hard and fast. 4 points for Goenaga and CRB. Goenaga serves. Yeah, I mean, that'll tell you about the speed of the ball. Bragley's been making some fantastic catches. He was lined up to take that on the backhand. And by the time it got to him, it was on his forehand. It's not like there was like a time warp that took place there. That's just the speed of the ball. Robote, left side by Goenaga. Scoop by Bragley. What a catch.
Yeah, tough one.
CRB, carefully to the inside. Iturbide will take that off the sidewall at the 8 line. Catch by CRB. Robote forehand by Iturbide, cut off by Goenaga. Bragley from the 12 line. Robote forehand. Goenaga makes the catch. Beautiful catch by Bragley. The carom is perfectly executed and scoring. 4-4 is the score. Iturbide serves for the Chargers. He's been wanting to do it.
I mean, the catching.
We saw it in the practice, but that was really well done.
Catching's been spectacular, and then you just add this element to his game, too. Throwing a carom down a point to tie things up. Gutsy shot, and just perfectly executed.
Sidearm carom from the backcourt. Really tricky because, by definition, it's coming in low. And there's front quarters up there, but in that case, the coast was clear. There's a backhand by CRB. Bragley on the catch from the 13 line on the forehand. Iturbide, Robote, high and inside, floating. Floating out from the Robote, dropping, saved by Goenaga. Bragley up high. Bragley from the 11 line. CRB is there. What a catch by Goenaga at the side wall. Iturbide, split placement, caught, dropped. 5 points for Iturbide and Bragley of the Chargers. Possible set, possible match point.
Well, I was going to say earlier, I'm surprised we haven't seen Iturbide throw a lot of shots. It could be a sign that he's not fully comfortable with that new basket yet. He hasn't thrown a bunch, but timely there, gets the split placement, and that's not the worst thing if CRB even catches it in the air. Just don't give it to Goenaga in the front court. The high 2-wall scoring gives the Chargers a chance to close out the match. Good serve.
Costado to the inside, scooped up by CRB. Bragley, fine catch, deep in the backcourt. Goenaga calls for the Robote, plays it inside, hard. Ball ruled, tipped in the backcourt. 5-5, Goenaga serves. Possible set point for the Renegades. Possible match point for the Chargers.
That's a tough one. That kicked up right at Bradley's feet. Didn't know if Iturbide was in position to save the Robote, so he went for it and just got a little tip on that ball. 5-5.
Fault over serve. Battle court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. Here's Bragley from the forehand, powerfully thrown. Robote left side. Caught by Iturbide. Costado by Iturbide to the inside is missed. Point set in a hard-fought match for Iturbide and Bragley, taking it in straight sets, 6-3, 6-5.
Dogs are barking early in the game day. Bradley continues his great play alongside Iturbide in the front court. They get the first point of the game day. Coming up next, we'll see some singles action. Ben against Arta in Division 4.
As soon as that highlight ball leaves the cesta, you can't blink because every second is packed with action. Keep up with the world's fastest ball sport all game day long with bets on the matches, the sets, and each individual point. Find your favorite team or player and get in on the action with DraftKings, the official sports betting partner of the World Jai-Alai League. The crown is yours.
We'll see some replays here. Robote 2-all there by Iturbide.
And it looked like, if I'm reading his lips properly, it looked like Iturbide called for Bradley to take that in the air either. Robote came out and turned it into a shot. Bradley with that carom, really well done. Beautiful catch there by, I mean, you see it shoots off the side wall like a bullet.
And just right
into the cesta.
Crazy catch. And then
split
here,
placement.
Yep. CRB, just a drop there on the outside. And we're going to hear from our winners there, Iturbide and Bradley. Great win coming off of that loss a little bit earlier. Just going to ask you, Bradley, the catching's been phenomenal. I mean, is there anything that's clicked for you, anything working, or just great play on a good team?
Great play on a great team, and I'm just trying to focus and, do my part so we get to the championship. Yeah,
and I'll ask Iturbide, I know he was working in a new basket. How is he feeling about the new piece of equipment so far?
Yeah, I'm feeling good. Work.
Awesome, guys. Great start for you, and good luck the rest of the game day. Thank you.
Awesome play.
Let's go over to singles. Division 4, we'll see Ben against Arta. Ben, this is his debut in the fall in singles. Arta's already played a match. He defeated Ikeda. Between these two players, though, Arta won the matchup last year and has won all of them in Battle Court. So looking to continue that streak. Ben hoping to get his Renegades on the board. Ben will have the serve to begin. Match number 2.
Kill it, Andrew. Miss serve.
We begin with a missed serve. First fault, second serve coming up. Second serve is good. Here's Arta from the 10 line. Backhand low to the inside. Ben pulls it in. Arta drop ball there at the 11. First point to Ben of the Renegades.
Arta by history sometimes gets the yips. He'll be in there and he'll be catching one after the other. Usually just needs to get a couple catches under his belt to start feeling more confident.
Forehand Robote laid up by Ben. Here's a Robote forehand saved by Ben. On the bounce, Arta picks it up. Backhand, high to the inside. Ben takes off. Now tries to get out for the Robote. Makes the save. Arta attacking, makes a good catch. 2-all. That drops in and scores. Arta ties it, 1-1.
Arta had to make a decision there, move back for the easier catch. He went for the more complicated catch, but it put him in a perfect position to throw the 2-all, which he did.
Ball missed by Ben there in the corner. That's a point for Arta. Takes a 2-1 lead. Big backhand by Ben. That caught the overhead screen. That's out of play. 3 points for Arta. Backhand, hard up the middle and died in the corner. Ben digs it out. 2-all from the outside. It opens, but Ben tracks it down. Ortada picked up by Arta. Arta's able to pass. Ben going into the corner. That's a tough save as he crashes into the sidewall. Arta advancing on it. 2-all from the 5 line. Snapped in to score. 4-1 lead for Arta.
Arta's definitely got the shots. Having played front court throughout the early part of his career prior to coming to Battle Court, doing a good job moving Ben around the court. Ben, again, that's a tremendous save that he made there at the side wall, but just sets Arta up for the kill shot.
Ben opens with that backhand, tries to drop it in the corner. Arta set up, lays up the rebote. Ben attacking from the right side. Karam, it's going to land in, but Arta gets there. Stops it, returns a forehand that crosses the wall, but Ben takes it in the air. Inside placement, Arta's got a chance, it's dropping, but saves the rebote. Ben advancing on it, he gets up there from the 5 line, shoots a 2-wall to score. It's a second point for Ben.
Not quite as elegant in terms of the form, but really, really practically thrown by Ben, and very, very, just well done. I was trying to find the right word and I blanked, but just well done. Well, yeah, his 2-wall's not as pretty as his Arta, but, you know, it's effective. Arta wasn't anywhere near the ball.
Arta plays it right in the corner. That one dying. Ben tries to get it up, but it comes up short. 5 points and a possible set point.
So that Chick-Chack-Chula-like thing that we have here at Magic City is just, it's hard to duplicate. You can have it, throw it through the air so that it drops low to the back wall. The player's obviously lining that up, but usually most of the balls come out to the rebote here. That one just died.
High bouncing serve taken by Ben at the 12 line. Fires this one up the middle. Arta set up for the rebote. Unclip the sidewall. Ben makes the catch up high on the right side. Sends the forehand up the middle. Arta advancing, makes the catch. Drop shot. Not the first bounce. And the second to score. Point and set. Arta takes it 6-2. 2 minutes. Come back and play our second set.
Tell you, dangerous to throw that shot on Ben. Ben is fast.
Yeah, just really solid play there by Arta. He dropped the first point, and outside of Ben's 2-wall, he won everything else in that first set. Shots were working, a couple 2-walls, a drop shot there to close it out. Full arsenal on display.
Some replays. See, Ben there does absolutely the right thing. His intention was to move to the outside and prepare for it, but you don't cross in front of your opponent. You never cross in front. There's not a hard and fast rule about it. In fact, that came up in a replay from last time the Chargers played, where someone crossed in front of someone as they were trying to catch the ball. That constitutes interference.
2-wall there by Arta, scoring, and then
Ben's 2-wall.
Yeah, soft touch.
Well done.
Moved Arta around a little before, and then here.
Again, this Ben is fast.
Yeah, got the contact with the sidewall, though.
Absolutely. Makes all the difference in the world.
As Arta takes that set. 6-2. Back here in the player's cage with Arta. As he mentioned in his Player of the Day interview, he hadn't won a set all year before the last game day for the Chargers. He caught just about everything. He and Zulaika got their first win, got the win in singles. So Arta's starting to figure things out, and this is a Chargers team that's loaded with front court talent. Zulaika, Iturbide up at the top, Ubia. He had just a blazing start to the season with the World Super Court. So this is a team that people are sleeping on. If Bradley keeps it up, Jedden's a nice addition. If Arta steps up, this could be a championship team. Second set ready to begin. Ben will serve to Arta. There's a serve. We begin set 2. Hard backhand into the corner. Left side, Rebote laid up. Arta picks it up high. Inside placement this time, Ben.
Great
He
catch.
got back in there. Fell for the fake, but makes the catch inside. A backhand, though, a little too high. That's in the overhead screen and out of play.
Yeah, Ben did a really good job of getting to the ball. But again, got to keep control. Get it back without hitting the overhead screen.
Ben handles this one off the sidewall, powers the backhand, wall to wall. Nice save there by Arta with a soft touch, though. Ben up at the 8 line, winds up a Costado, 2-wall. That's too wide. Kicked off the court and out of play. 2 points now for Arta.
Don't know that Ben sensed that Arta was going to move up on that ball if he didn't throw it perfectly, but he really tried to cut that open and wound up throwing it out. That's the risk of throwing the 2-wall.
High bouncing serve, taken overhead. Ben plays it inside and drop it into the corner. Arta turns to Rebote. Another good pickup, Ben. Inside placement right along the wall. That scores. Well thrown by Ben, gets one back. He'll serve.
See, with Ben, you got to respect the 2-wall, which is what Arta did. But Ben's developing that game where he can throw it. A left-handed player may have a slight advantage in doing it, but when he gets it on the left side, you don't know if he's going inside or 2-wall.
Arta moves up on the serve, low bullet inside, picked off the sidewall. Good catch. Powerful backhand follows. Arta, Rebote opens outside. Ben able to run under it. There's a carom. It lands in and scores. Well thrown again by Ben. We're tied up 2-2.
Two. Ben did a great job of landing that one in.
Arta takes in the middle of the court. He sends it high, wall to wall. Ben out at the 7 line, turns a 2-wall. It's in. Arta makes the catch. Forehand safely back in play. Here's Ben now. Low and hard, picked off overhead. Arta, backhand 2-wall. It's going to land in and score. Just out of reach. That's a 3-2 lead.
Particularly tricky one.
Fault over serve. First fault, second serve coming up. Low runner inside, tipped by Arta. It's right along the wall. Ben ties it up again. 3-3.
Good hard throw by Ben, staying to the side wall the entire way. Arta literally with his cesta up against the wall trying to pick it off, just not able to.
Well, that serve is dying. Arta picks it up off the floor, puts it along the wall. Ben, nice grab. Arta, 2-wall Rebote, it opens. Ben stops it, gets it off, but it's a little too high up in the overhead screen. 4-3, Arta leads.
Ben makes a good catch there at the screen. Tries with control, but I mean, he really was trying to keep his left hand away from the screen. Sent it too high, hit the rail just above the front wall.
What a backhand there. Arta turned his back to it. Now looking at the 6th line. Saves the rebote. Ben, leaping catch. Out to the low end, hard inside. That beats Arta. That'll score. 4-4 is the score. Ben serves.
Real good catch made by Ben, one that looked like it was going over his head. He stops it. Hard to the inside and passing. Well done. Keeps it close here in the second set. Well, it's not just close, it's tied. I guess that's more even.
Arta wastes no time. Costado inside. Ben, good read, makes the catch, sends it back. Off his footing, Arta. It's the front wall. Ben, Karam from the front court. That opens and scores. So Ben takes a 5-4 lead. He's got a possible set point.
Well played by both players. That Karam by Ben, not thrown particularly hard, but thrown accurately. Ben, look, catches this real low. Snaps a Karam. Really well done. Year after year, Ben just the most improved player all the way around. He continues it.
Serve floating. Arta gets up to it again. Powerful throw from the 9. Ben, forehand rebote, hooked it just above the pad. Arta from the outside. Costado two-wall, thrown to score. So here we are at 5-5. It is a possible match point here for Arta and set point for Ben.
We got to 5-5 in the second set of the first match, didn't we, in the doubles?
So we did, Stu. So back-to-back. I think it may have been the exact same score.
Interesting.
It may have been, yeah. Big backhand. Arta takes off a little late, but he still gets out there. Plays it to pass. Ben scrambling. He makes a diving save. Oh, but that caught the overhead screen. Point, set, and match. Arta closes it out in straight sets, 6-2, 6-5. And the Chargers take a 2-0 game day lead heading into our third match, Division I singles. Gaucheri takes on Zuleika. See the players getting out there for the warm-up period before we begin our next match. And you see that game day score. 2 for the Chargers, none for the Renegades. Or the Renegades have won their first 2 game days of the season. They've only played 2, whereas the Chargers, 2 wins, 1 loss, 0 ties in their 3 game days played. So those 2 are tied for second place right now, and the Chargers need just 1 more win to secure half a point on tonight's game day. There's a look at our full standings. The Renegades there, 2-0-0. Chargers 2-1-0. Everyone chasing the Cyclones, though. They've played 4 game days, but still have done enough with their 2 wins, 1 loss, and 1 tie. We will hear from our winner, Arta, coming up here in just a few moments as he makes his way over to the players' cage.
Coming up next, of course, we have Zuleika and Gaucheri. Here's some replays from that last match. Ben on the catch. You can see the form there. Powerful, powerful backhand. Rebote forehand, 2 pass. Gets it over his head. Ben's going to go to the floor. Just sends it too high. Caught the overhead screen.
Yeah, tough break. Ben really fought his way back into the match, but Arta, too tough there in the end, continues his win streak here in Battle Court, up to 3 matches in a row. There he is, Arta, winner of that last singles match. And you and Ben have played some great matches, but now what kind of challenges does he present in this fall 25 season?
I mean, I was thinking about that during the game because I think it's the 3rd season Ben's playing in Division 4. And every single season, you can see he gets better. He has more control, the way he receives, he throws the back. on near to the sidewall, low, hard, and when he goes up there, he throws 2 walls. You know, he's improved a lot, so it's getting harder to play against him.
Awesome, Arta. Still able to get the win there in straight sets, and a great start for your Chargers. Congratulations.
Thank you, guys.
Up next, heavyweight matchup in Division I singles. 2 of the best front quarters on the roster. Gosheri representing the Renegades and Zulaika representing the Chargers. Gosheri 1-0 so far this singles season. Zulaika 1-1.
Ready to begin our next match, a Division I singles match. Gosheri has a serve for the Renegades. Gosheri serves, we begin. Powerful backhand thrown by Gosheri. Rebote forehand by Zulaika. Scoop by Gosheri on the left side. Costello 2-all. 2 bounces before the catch was made. Well thrown. First point for Gosheri of the Renegades. He serves.
Well, when you think about Gosheri, it's synonymous with a lot of power. It throws the ball hard, but a little soft touch on that 2-all ensured that it dropped in to score. And how about the catch, too? I mean, he's moving up on the ball. He scooped it. I don't know if either foot was on the ground when he scooped it.
I think, well, the ball was coming at him a little bit harder than I think that he expected. So he had to cushion it. Gosheri taking his helmet off here.
Yeah, he has. Oh, yeah, the glass band snapped or something.
So this counts as an equipment pause. I won't call it a timeout, but a pause. Because obviously his glasses are an important part of... Oh, so the band that... Okay, band around the back. Got it.
You know, this could be very naive of me, but I never even knew there was a band. Like, it was... I thought they were just kind of stayed strapped in there. No, that's interesting. That could be new. I mean, we don't know.
I'm here for my motherfucking money.
Gosheri getting situated. We'll continue play here.
Here's backhand by Gosheri. Powerfully thrown. A little too hard. That hit the overhead screen. Tied up. 1-1. Zulaika serves.
Yeah, well, in these matches, you see guys oftentimes try to pass on the first throw, and Gosheri no different, getting it over Zulaika's head. Don't have as much control when you're playing the rebote. Yeah, that one just getting away from him.
It's a good serve by Zulaika. Nice catch and return from the left side of Gosheri. Gosheri now from the 9-line. Backhand to the inside. Zulaika's there. Zulaika from the 8. Rebote to the inside. Beautifully thrown by Gosheri. Dropping and scoring. 2 points for Gosheri of the Renegades. He serves.
Yeah, frustrating miss there. You rarely see Zulaika just mistime it quite like that.
Ball kind of died coming off by kind of. It's the only thing you can attribute it to. Yeah. His positioning was fine. He was fully outstretched with that right arm, or with the right hand. The ball just dropped in front of him. Yeah. There's the backhand by Zulaika. Rebote forehand. Zulaika takes off, eyes on the ball, powerful forehand rebote, does not clear the overhead screen. 3 points for Gosheri of the Renegades. He serves.
So again, those forehand rebotes always like to kick up after they hit the front wall, and you got the power like Zulaika. You always have to keep that overhead screen in mind. Even early in the match, you know. Third set, ball heats up, travels a little farther, but the first set to get it up there, that takes power.
Here's the backhand by Zulaika. Catch by Gosheri. 2-all by Gosheri scores. Beautifully played. 4 points for Gosheri. He serves.
That's so hard to read on the outside. You just don't have a great angle of what Gosheri's doing until the last instant, and then you have to 30 feet to get back to cover the inside placement shot. So
all these years later, I can't speak for you, but I can speak for me.
Yeah.
In that position, I couldn't tell you before it hit the side wall if he was going with a drop shot to the inside or throwing the 2-wall.
Oh, yeah. Well, you would know, but I mean, you would know better, Stu, and I trust you.
It would be an educated
Yeah.
guess. I mean, that would be it. There's a backhand by Zulaika, though I appreciate the note of confidence. 2-all. Stopped by Zulaika. He clears the screen. His 2-all return. The carom scores. Well done. 2 points for Zulaika of the Chargers. He serves.
Fabulous catch here just before it catches a piece of the net. And then you see it kind of walks with it and then opens up at the last instant. Doesn't show Gaucheri he's throwing that carom to the last moment because he's quick. He'll get out there.
Oh, absolutely. Excellent serve by Zulaika. Caught and returned beautifully by Gaucheri. Gaucheri midcourt, winds up. Split placement. Rather, a little clip off the side wall, sends it up the middle to score 5 points. Possible set point for Gaucheri.
Yeah, and Zulaika, he committed to the 2-all there. He was thinking about one thing, and that was defending the net. Came a split placement. There's no chance to stop his momentum and make a play on it.
Gaucheri, one of the few players on the roster who can change it up mid-throw successfully. There's a backhand by Zulaika. Gaucheri commits to the backcourt to make the catch. Robote, forehand. Gaucheri backhand from the inside. What a catch at the sidewall by Zulaika. Zulaika will take this in the air, winds up. The 2-all is in, stopped on the forehand to Gaucheri. Carom by Gaucheri will score. Point and set for Gaucheri of the Renegades. Wins the first set 6-2.
Man, he got out there quickly, defending the outside, and then the carom to boot takes the first set, 6-2. Renegades need it here, already down 2 matches to none on the game day. Iturbide Bradley got things started for the Chargers with a straight set doubles win, and then Arta just a few moments ago defeating Ben.
Some replays. I imagine we're going to see some 2-walls.
Yeah, see one
Yeah,
earlier.
there's one. Costado 2-all beautifully executed by Gaucheri. There's another one.
But this one Zulaika gets out to.
Good control.
Nice carom.
Yeah, and he has to contort his body to get in position to throw a carom, but does so well.
And then, yeah,
this 2-all, Gaucheri just takes off.
Yeah, he was out there. He was expecting the 2-all, and then he gets a carom of his own to score for the set.
Turnabout is fair play.
Yeah.
Here we are back in the ESPN3 DraftKings Players Cage. Players taking the breaks back here in between sets and to prepare for matches. Of course, Ben has the whole team gear set up there. You know, did you know what he did, Ben?
Please, tell me.
Okay, so he has that cart there, right? He has that cart full of fluids. So after the first season in 2025, he left it there for 4 months.
Oh.
Now, I know he practiced during that 4 months.
Yeah.
He left it there 4 months. I came here a couple times to do paperwork, other business. It was there every time. It's like, Ben, can you not clean up after yourself?
What? Such a shame, Stu.
I was devastated.
And the
Hey, we got another set coming up.
second set coming up here.
We're ready to begin our second set. Zulaika has the serve. See the way that you like dazzle me with statistics and I give you the deer in the headlights look? I dazzle you with this type of information. You just don't know what to do with it. And you're the color guy, right? Oh, boy. At least we have fun.
I say, yeah, we'll
No,
work on
at least we have fun. But he did leave it here. There's a serve by Zulaika. We begin. What a catch by Gaucheri. Backhand clips off the sidewall, comes up the middle. Gaucheri takes it in the air. Costello 2-all thrown hard. Zuleika's there waiting for it. Tries to pass. He does. First point of the second set goes to Zuleika.
Well, Gaucheri threw so many in the first set. Zuleika's mind was fixated on that 2-wall. Darted out to the net, made a great stop. And they got the forehand throw past Gaucheri to get on the board first.
Powerful serve. Caught by Gaucheri. Here's the backhand. Robote forehand to the inside. 2-all by Gaucheri. Scores 1-1. Tied up here in the second set. Gaucheri has a serve for the Renegades.
Never wavering in confidence on that 2-wall. I mean, even after Zuleika runs one down, it goes right back to it the next few throws.
Zuleika on the backhand. Gaucheri's there. Backhand from the 10 line to the inside. Robote forehand. Big bounce. Stopped by Gaucheri. Gaucheri to the inside. He scores 2 points for Gaucheri and the Renegades.
Well, that was coming eventually. We've seen too many 2-walls to not get it inside
The first
placement.
set was 2 walls. The second set, inside placements. It happens so fast. Zuleika really does have to commit. There's some players where you can take that step and the player will throw it. Gaucheri's not one of them.
No one who can switch it up on you, too, in the last instant.
Most players can't. Once we advise them not to in training. Once you're committed, commit and throw it. There's a backhand by Zuleika. Robote, left side, hard throw, scooped up by Zuleika. Costello inside, scooped up by Gaucheri.
Grab.
There's a backhand by Zuleika.
Oh.
2 points for Zuleika off the missed Robote. We're all tied up, 2-2.
It was a wonky sound when it hit the back wall, so it kind of died. And then you see Gaucheri miss the Robote, and it escaped like that. Yeah, something with the timing was a bit off there.
Powerful serve by Zuleika is caught and returned by Gaucheri. Robote forehand was dropping. Zuleika made the save. Gaucheri winds up, puts it inside. Zuleika steps in, reaches out, makes the scoop. Gaucheri has it, winds up. Costello 2-all scores.
Yeah.
That's 3 points for Gaucheri of the Renegades. He serves.
Play happened so quick, and it's just that one throw gets Zuleika trapped inside, and you could tell he knew it too. Backed up to the 11 line, no chance to get outside there and make a play.
Gaucheri really has the ability to throw that 2-all from anywhere on the court. Zuleika on the backhand. That took off, though. Hit the overhead screen, which is out of play. 4th point for Gaucheri of the Renegades.
Yeah,
all that power.
When you see the ball hit that top panel there, I mean, it usually doesn't clear the overhead screen, and that one kicked way up and out of play. And that's come into play now a few times for Zuleika. The Robote, just off the catch. And in a match against Gaucheri, you just can't give this many points away.
Zuleika to the inside. Gaucheri from the 10 line. Zuleika's there. Backhand. Drops low on the back wall. Forehand Robote. Gets it back to the 10 line. Zuleika. Costello 2-all. Lands perfect to score. Beautifully executed. 3 points for Zuleika of the Chargers. He serves.
Well, another example, if you throw a great shot, there's really no defense for it. And this is Gaucheri running full speed at it with a jump. Look at where this lands, and look at how far away he is from it still, you know.
Really well done.
Great shot there, gets him back.
fault. Over serve. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Here's a backhand by Gaucheri to the inside. Robote at the side wall. Zulaika makes a difficult save. Gaucheri winds up. That's a 2-all that opens wide and scores 5 points for Gaucheri. Possible set, possible match point.
It's the second time in this set that Zulaika's found himself trapped inside. That's just, you just can't play from there. I mean, he's kind of watching the Robote. It's coming right to the middle of the court, and then no chance to get back and run around Gaucheri and make a play on that ball. Renegades certainly needed this. You see the game day score. This would get them on the board.
Zulaika on the backhand, off the serve by Gaucheri. Gaucheri for the Robote. Outside placement, read and stopped by Zulaika. Zulaika's powerful forehand, crossing the wall and scoring. Well done, 4 points for Zulaika of the Chargers. He has the serve, still possible match point for Gaucheri.
Well, Gaucheri's been firing all day, tried to end it in style with that outside placement off the Robote. Zulaika gets it, puts it right on the wall. It's just a 1-point deficit.
Beautiful catch by Gaucheri off the hard serve. Robote forehand. Gaucheri has it on the left side. Backhand to the inside. Catch by Gaucheri. Inside placement, scooped up by Zulaika. Split placement to the forehand of Gaucheri. Gaucheri powerfully will score. Point, set, and match for Gaucheri of the Renegades. Taking it in straight sets, 6-2, 6-4.
And the first point on the board for the Renegades in tonight's game day, 2-1 as we head into match 4. Division 6 doubles, CRB and Flores will take on Jedden and Bradley.
All right, boys, who we betting on?
However you bet, whoever you are, the sportsbook for every kind of player. Hard Rock Bet. Roll with us.
Some replays from straight set victory for Gaucheri. Happened so fast there, he couldn't see it. That was the 2-all.
I was going to say, it's a 2-all into the net for sure.
Look at the scoop on the run.
Again, neither foot on the ground.
One now by Zulaika. Perfectly thrown to score. Just wasn't able to get more of those in. This is a save. Gaucheri got his eyes on it. 2-all, of course, is coming. He's got Zulaika locked up on the inside. 2-all scores. Gaucheri here to the outside. Zulaika all over this one. And that powerful, powerful forehand crossing that sidewall right at the 8 line where Gaucheri is standing.
And then this forehand to end it, yeah, just
same thing.
Take cover.
Yeah.
What a bullet that was to the inside. It beats Zulaika and gives the Renegades their first win. Let's hear from team captain Gaucheri there after that singles win, playing against Zulaika, a player that has such a great costado 2-all. What's the key to playing defense on a guy like that?
Last season I lost 2 times against him. It's difficult to play against Zulaika because he has a great kill shots and it's difficult to get there. I think the key was to throw to the rebote slowly and then find in the 7 or 6 line with the left side and then kill the shot. And I think I played great and happy for the win.
Yeah, Gaucheri, it was an awesome performance, a lot of shots, well executed, and a great win to get your team back in it on the game day. Thank you.
Thank you.
Division 6 doubles up next to. Always fun in Division 6.
Always fun.
And we'll see a fun one. CRB and Flores against Jedden and Bradley. CRB and Flores 0-1 to begin this season. Jedden and Bradley 2-0.
Very enthusiastic interview post-game if, in fact, they win. I imagine either way.
I said with both of these teams, it'll be entertaining for sure.
No question about it. The match and the interview.
CRB serves, we begin our fourth match with an underserve. First fault, second serve coming up.
Well, you got to get the serve in. So it's got to land between the 4 and 7 line. Of course, Jedden would love an opportunity to take CRB's serve.
Second serve is good. Bradley from the backcourt winds up the forehand. Dropping low, there's Flores. This one kicks out to the middle of the court. Jedden, backhand low to the inside. Scoop missed. Rabote up in the overhead screen. That's out of play. Good second effort, but a point goes to the Chargers. Jedden Bradley.
Yeah, Flores was in a difficult position to try to make that Rabote. Just kind of helped it up to the front wall, or tried to help it up to the front wall. Didn't make it. See, Jedden there is... Couldn't tell, was that a Senta issue or a wristband malfunction? Wristband malfunction, I believe. Okay.
We'll go with that.
They happen.
Good stop there by Flores off the serve. Backhand inside, dropping. Jedden gets there. Flores. Jedden again steps inside, makes the catch. Backhand comes in low. Here's CRB. Placement up the middle. Jedden comes cross court, steps it on the bounce. Backhand right along the wall. Perfectly placed. That makes it 2-0.
Yeah, Flores looking a little tenuous. Ben just called him Flo. I don't know if that helps.
Could be a nickname. Yeah, you think that would help him?
Flores? I don't know if it would help or not, to be honest with you. It could. Here we have Jedden tying in, making sure he gets a firm tie on that Senta.
CRB picks the serve, sends it back. Jedden out for the Rabote, makes a good save inside. Now Flores plays it back up the middle. Bradley steps back. Not a lot of space there. He stops it on the right side. CRB alone for the Rabote. It crosses the wall late. He flicks it up to the outside. Jedden looking to finish it. Cortada picked up by CRB, but the backhand's in the overhead screen. That was a tough catch. But a third point now for the Chargers.
And that was an ooh-ah moment from the audience. It literally was, because the catch was definitely ooh, and then it hit the overhead screen. Ah. And that's what it is. I mean, just a great catch by CRB, but didn't have control of the ball after he caught it.
Flores with the backhand up the middle. Bradley, quick bounce catch on the right side. This one kicks back. Flores from the left side. Floats one up, drops it between them. And Bradley reaching up late makes the play. Backhand to the outside, scooped by Bradley. Forehand, low and hard. Dropping there. Flores can't save the Rabote. That's now 4 in a row. Chargers lead.
Bradley just with overwhelming power here in the backcourt. And again, when he's winding up, you have to clear. I mean, player has to have full range of motion to make his throw, so you have to move out of the way. Sometimes it moves you out of position.
It's a hard serve. CRB's got it. Drop shot. Jedden takes off. Not gonna get there.
Uh-oh. Well, we know what that means. Jedden's pissed.
CRB gets one back.
Yeah, so Jedden, anybody can throw a drop shot on Jedden except CRB. I mean, he tried to get me to write that into his contract.
See how quick he moved right here after he sees him pick the serve?
He just wants it so bad. He wants it so bad. He wants it so bad. No, he literally tried to get me to write it in his contract. I said, I can't do that.
Bradley gets it from the right side. Trying to cross the wall. Flores reaches in, makes the stop. Ball tipped overhead. Blind catch miss. That's 2 for the Renegades.
Communication between Jedden and Bradley has been spot on this season. CRB and Flores. CRB just with that, nothing ever phases CRB. I mean, nothing. The guy, nothing phases CRB.
That is an underserve. First fault. Second serve coming up.
Time a few seasons ago when he was on the court with Olheron and Lopez at the same time, it's like he could have just been in the middle of a Orange Bowl game.
Bradley gets in there on the right side, plays it up the middle. CRB, good stop overhead. Sends the backhand. Bradley not going to let it pass, though. CRB set up for the Rebote. Hooked it up the middle. Bradley drop ball on the right side. The Renegades now with 3.
Rare miss by Bradley. His catching obviously has been spot on, especially in that earlier match.
Underserve. Second one coming up.
But it is absolutely true. Nothing phases CRB. Like if there's ever an emergency, you know, hurricane or something, I'm probably going to go over to his house.
Good catch on the inside there by CRB. Stopped by Bradley. Scoop by Flores. That's a tough one there in the backcourt. Bradley crouching down, stops it along the wall. Plays it back inside. Flores steps up. His backhand's up in the overhead screen. 5 points. Possible set point for the Chargers.
It was a great catch by Flores. He got in there. He just really let it rip on the reverse, and it hit the overhead screen. Just out of play. Possible set point here for Jedden and Bradley.
Flores makes another good stop. Back up the middle. And says it's coming out, and it's not going to reach Jedden there on the Rebote. 4 points now for the Renegades.
That ball did not come out by much. No way Jedden could have gotten to that. He's fast, but that ball just died coming off the back wall.
Jedden steps out of the way of the serve. Here's Bradley. Powerful throw from the 11 line. CRB alone saves the Rebote. Jedden let it pass. Bradley moving in from the backcourt, sends it inside. Flores steps out of the way. CRB saves another Rebote. Jedden. Backhand inside. Good stop by CRB. Comes flying in. Backhand. Right to Bradley there. Flores.
Tough one.
Now CRB, late notice, makes the save. It bounces up over Jedden's head. Here's Bradley from the backcourt. Placement to the inside. Scoop by Flores. Now Jedden. Backhand comes in low. Flores. Same height. Jedden going to step in. Stops another one. CRB plays it back. Bradley takes it off the wall. Now powerful throw. Flores, no play. CRB, another Rebote save. Flores all alone this time, and he picks it off the wall. Backhand, not past Bradley, but catches him deep in the backcourt. Flores sends another one. Bradley there at the 12 line, higher and harder. Flores steps up, makes the catch. It's a backhand 2-wall. Calls for Bradley, he's there. Forehand to the inside, long run for CRB.
Look at CRB.
Great positioning, drops it above the pad. Jedden moving in. Forehand, low and hard to the inside, tipped. Point and set. Jedden and Bradley take it 6-4, 2 minutes. Come back and play set 2.
So I'm not going to say that Jedden was distracting there. I'm going with Here we are back in the ESPN3 DraftKings players cage. So, yeah, there's not a highlight player in the world that's going to catch that ball with Jedden jumping in front of you quite like that, but always a good time. Here we have some replays from that set. Good catch there by Bragley. Flores off to a bit of a slow start, but then started coming around really well. A couple good scoops there. We heard Jedden call for Bragley to make the catch. He did well. Here's CRB. Makes a good save. Jedden on the forehand. Throws it low and hard. CRB's got it. So there's not a specific rule against it, but yeah. So there's a white ball coming off of that front wall in front of the guy that's hopping up and down. Here we are back in the ESPN3 DraftKings players cage. See the Chargers there. See the Renegades there. Amigarena under the hoodie. CRB there in the foreground. Chris Flores there in the background. Flores is catching much better there in the second part of that set. We have Jedden and Bragley getting some feedback from Arta. See Tribide there behind them. You're watching Battle Court live from the Magic City Jai-Alai Fronton in Miami, Florida. We are currently playing our 4th of 6 scheduled matches on the game day.
And Jedden very active up in the front court in that match.
I mentioned it while you were away. I mentioned it while you were away.
I think maybe CRB had something to do with it. Going toe-to-toe, that was a fun set. Well played, back and forth. It's pretty good actions, too.
It definitely was. We were talking about the difficulty with, you know, he didn't block the ball per se, but that, as far as a distraction, I mean, there was a lot going on in front of CRB when he went to catch that ball.
Well, it takes us into a second set here. CRB and Flores will have the serve to begin set 2.
See Bragley there and Flores out by the 12 line. CRB will have the serve.
CRB serves and set 2 is underway. CRB stops one on the inside, sends the backhand wall to wall. Jedden, Robote forehand, played to the inside. Oh, what a reach there by Flores late. Scooped it up. Now Bragley from the back. High inside, Flores. Bragley right there waiting in the corner. Sends one back. CRB lets it pass, but he's in position to save the Robote. Bragley, tough catch along the wall. Floats it high to the inside. This one stopped by Flores. Flores ducking, CRB, drops it above the pad, Jedden steps in. From the 8 line, delivers the backhand right along the wall. Flores, nice stop. Backhand 2 wall. Jedden tipped it. CRB and Flores start off set 2 with the first point.
I see the jump where you're not catching effective. That jump where you try to catch, not as effective. That should make sense.
Bragley from the 11 line, high and hard, Robote left side, saved by CRB. Bragley again, there's another one, this one dropping. CRB's got to come back, makes a diving save, and it clears the overhead screen. Bragley at the 10 line now, low and hard to the inside, scoop tipped. 1-1 tied up.
Flores apparently feeling more comfortable with the scoop than potentially throwing the Robote. That ball was definitely coming out, but
there's a catch by Bragley on the inside, sends it high, crossing the wall. Robote saved by CRB. Now Bragley juggling on the catch of Bragley. The Renegades lead at 2-1.
Whistle came quick, so I saw ball, but, you know, we're sitting behind the players, so we can't see if it loses contact with the cesta back here. But juggling was the call there.
Bradley sends it inside, catch by Flores. Bradley from the 11. Flores reaches again, that's a backhand 2-all, bounces on the ground. Jedden with a good stop. Cortada low and hard. What a scoop by CRB.
Look at Jedden.
Jedden comes cross court, moving there quickly, up the middle. CRB leaping catch, fires it back. Trying to pass, Bradley crouching down, makes the play along the wall, big bounce.
Oh, what a
Flores
catch by Flores.
controls it. Beautiful play.
It's like a scoop on the sidewall moving up.
Now Flores again, another good catch. Right to Jedden's forehand though. This one coming inside, scooped up again. Flores, backhand 2-wall. Jedden caught this one in the air. It comes in even lower. Oh, it's
that's
stopped
quite a catch by
for a-
Flores. Split placement.
With placement, tracked down by Bradley. He crosses the wall again, it's picked up. Bradley in the corner, comes out over the top. This one dropping, CRB, outside placement, that'll score! 3-1 lead now for the Renegades.
You know, Jedden was very much dominant on top of that point for several catches and throws, moving to the outside, moving back to the inside. Communication between CRB and Flores was spot on. CRB finishing it off with that outside placement. Well done.
Good serve there, crossing the wall, and it scores. That's 4-1.
This one is so much fun, you want to see it potentially go 3 sets. Just from a pure spectator standpoint.
I don't disagree still. Scoop miss. That's a second point for the Chargers, hanging around to this second set.
The catch is working for Flores. I mean, he's made some spectaculars, but that shows you how difficult it is to scoop the ball consistently. And it's really a last resort in terms of catching. Go for the rebote.
Hard serve coming in. Flores makes the stop. Backhand just does clear the overhead screen. Jedden, rebote sticks inside, dropping. CRB picks it up off the floor. Bradley now makes the catch overhead, sends it high and deep. Long rebote, CRB returns a 2-wall. That's too wide. 3 points now for the Chargers.
Good thought by CRB, but just wasn't in position to make that rebote 2-wall. Sent it too high.
Low hard serve, kicking to Flores. Here's the backhand. Bradley from the 12 line, holds it back inside, picked off by Flores. Bradley lower and harder. Flores scoop there, missed. 4-4 is the score. Jedden and Bradley serve.
Yeah, that ball's coming out for CRB. CRB's got that on the rebote. CRB didn't call him off, but going for another scoop. The scoops have not been working for Flores. Just call him off and deal with the rebote.
Low hard serve is an ace.
Beautiful serve.
4 points in a row into a possible set and a possible match point for Jedden and Bradley.
That serve was spectacular by Jedden. That Cortada serve, low and hard, just what it needs to be.
Yeah, a little
look at
screen
that.
by
That's
CRB there to his back quarter.
CRB
picks that serve, backhand. Well out of Bradley's reach. Jedden alone for the rebote, saves it inside, picked up by Flores. Catch by Bradley deep in the backcourt, sends it up high, it clears the screen, it's cutting back towards the wall. CRB just lays it up. Bradley moving in on it. Winds it up, keeps it low, crosses the wall, and Flores takes it right off. What a grab. And it scores on the return. So, here we are at 5-5. It is a possible match point here for the Chargers, Jedden and Bradley, and set point for CRB and Flores of the Renegades.
Quite a moment here.
Catch there by Bradley. Comes out on the right side. Stop there by CRB. Backhand up the middle. Jedden makes a good stop. Flores plays it back inside. Bradley with the forehand. Winds it up. Crosses the wall. CRB all alone. Leaves it just above the pad. Jedden's got to get in there. Makes the catch. Plays the backhand. Oh, Magic City bounce. Will score for the win. Point, set, and match. Jedden and Bradley take it in straight set, 6-4, 6-5. And 3 wins now for the Chargers. They've secured at least a tie with 2 matches left. We'll see Gosheri and Ben against Iturbide and Ubia up next. Let's see some replays from that second set. See the serve by Jedden.
Extreme slow-mo there for the Cortada serve.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's tough. I mean,
it hits the ground low. It stays low. It stays low.
And CRB's ducking out of the way.
Flores had a couple of these great catches there at the side wall. Not enough to bring them out. Bradley solid with those catches deep in the backcourt. That one just missed.
And then there's the Magic City bounce, eating him up inside. Jedden and Bradley improving to 3-0. And quite the comeback there in the end. We'll ask him about it in just a few moments. See a long
look at that
long
side
consultation
wall.
with the sidewall. Didn't like it, and yeah, unfortunate that it ended that way, but a well-played match goes to the Chargers. There they are, Jedden and Bradley.
It's back.
Yes, back with another one.
Can you play with that thing or no?
I don't play with it.
Come on.
I don't mean that thing, Jed. I mean that chicken
Oh, shit.
around your neck.
Hey, let's be serious.
Ask a question, Andrew.
I was going to say, the vibes seem very high off the court. How much does that help when you get out there between the lines and start playing?
No. Oh, you talking to me?
Yeah.
I thought Brad was going to answer. It's tough. You know, CRB has been playing incredible. You know, Flores is a consistent backcourter. So playing in between the lines, you know, we want to make sure our mistakes are less than theirs. But, you know, the sidewall gave us a little lucky bounce. It worked in our favor, and we're definitely going to take it. You know, I want to keep Bradley off the court as much as possible. He's a greyhound. I need him healthy all year.
I have one question, though. So third win of the year, that's 3 chains. If you win again, are we going to see a 4th chain? Or what?
Well, I don't know if Bradley did it on purpose, but yeah, why not? But it ain't coming from me because I got sciatica on my back, and I can't be putting on heavy stuff. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. Well, you're playing great, though.
You jumped pretty well for a guy with sciatica. Hey,
Yeah.
let's start the next game.
Yes, go ahead,
Yeah, we
Bradley.
got another match, guys, but it's been lovely talking. Thanks for the time.
It's a lifestyle.
Time.
Let's begin match number 5. Division II doubles. We'll see Gosheri and Ben put their undefeated record on the line against Iturbide and Ubia. Gosheri and Ben 2-0. Iturbide and Ubia just 1-1.
We are ready to begin our next match. Gosheri will have the serve for the Renegades. Gosheri serves, we begin. Backhand by Ubia. Ben's there. Ben from the 11 line. Here's a backhand by Ubia. Rebote left side to the inside. Powerful backhand. Gosheri comes in to save the rebote. Ichibide attacks. Drop shot, caught the top of the pad. Any part of the pad is bad. First point goes to Gaucheri and Ben of the Renegades. Gaucheri serves.
Well, that's the thing against Gaucheri. You're always trying to drop it perfectly. Just get it above the pad, soft touch. And
that's a tough one.
He's quick. He'll move up. He'll track him down.
I sincerely believe that Jedden knew that I was referring to the chain and not the Jedden.
I think he was.
Can you really play with that thing? It did occur to me afterwards. I was referring to the chain. Here's a backhand by Ubia. Powerfully thrown to the inside. Robote, left side. Robote for Gaucheri. Forehand takes off, hits the overhead screen. That's out of play. 1-1. Ichibide serves for Chargers.
Okay, with the game day on the line, expect Gaucheri to be as aggressive as ever in this match. So far in Division 2, I mean, he's just led the league in kills, 6 kills per match in this division, which is the most on the roster. He's thrown more costados than just about anybody, so he'll mix it up. And how about the support Ben's been giving him this year, too? He's been great. I mean, he saw it in singles, even though he didn't get the win. He's been showing some good stuff.
Ichibide comes back to the 9 line to make the play. Ben is there. Big backhand by Ben. Fine catch by Ben at the 13. Ichibide sends it back. Gaucheri now at the side wall. Backhand from the 10. Ubia right up the middle. To the inside. Gaucheri cuts it off in the air. Here's a backhand by Ben. Ubia now from the 11 line. Ichibide from the 9 on the left side. Ben reaching in. Backhand. Ichibide cuts that ball off. Backhand comes out. Ben is there. Ichibide, another fine catch. Backhand. Ben from the 11 line. Robote left side to the inside. Ubia is there. Powerful backhand by Ubia. Robote coming out. On the wall and out of the cesta. 2 points for Gaucheri and Ben of the Renegades. Gaucheri has the serve.
Yeah, it's just the placement there right along the sidewall makes that catch difficult. You see it popping out there in the end.
Here's a backhand by Ubia. Robote forehand by Gaucheri. Ichibide cuts it off. Backhand comes from the 8 line. Sherry calls for another one. Forehand Robote. This one caught by Ubia. Ben on the forehand from the 12 line. Ichibide now from the 8 line to the inside. Ben at the side wall makes a fine play. Beautiful catch. Deep in the backcourt by Ubia. Ben's there. Another great snag by Ubia at the side wall. Robote left side by Gaucheri. Fire to the inside. Ubia is there. Low one blasted. Caught by Gaucheri. He turns around quick. Ubia steps up. Backhand from the 6 line. Ben will take that in the air. That's a great catch. Ben now on the backhand from the 12 line. Rebote, left side. Catch made by Ubia. He takes it on the bounce. Powerful backhand. Gaucheri's there. Fine catch made deep in the backcourt now by Ubia. Ben is there at the 12 line. Ben at the side wall. Ball tipped by Ubia. Third point for Gaucheri and Ben of the Renegades. Gaucheri serves.
Yeah. Ken Ubia was as hot as anybody at the beginning of the year at the World Super Court. His catching was the best he's seen in his career. Translated over into the first couple battle court matches, and now you kind of see the regression back to the mean here. A few misses. Again, that one kicking off the side wall. Another miss.
Powerful, powerful serve by Gaucheri, picked off by Ubia. Ben from the 12 line. Ichibide from the 8.
Oh, Chula.
Chula. It's 2 points for Ichibide and Ubia.
Well, there's a good look at it in the replay. Hits that spot right where the back wall and the floor meet, and it just doesn't come out with a lot of speed, if any.
Backhand by Ben. Gaucheri from midcourt, split placement. Ubia gets out there, takes a step, sends this one high and hard. That misses Ben. Gaucheri still running. Beautiful. Costado scooped up by Ubia. Low and hard to the inside, a good throw. There's a backhand by Ben. Ubia is there. Ichibide stops it. Rebote, saved by Ben.
Great communication.
Catch by Ben at the 12 line. Wall to wall from the left side he goes. Rebote forehand. Caught by Gaucheri. Gaucheri on the backhand. Hard throw to the inside. Ubia is there again. Low and hard on the backhand. Ben scoops it up. Rebote forehand by Ichibide. Gaucheri attacks, winds up. Below to the outside, scores.
Good one.
It's a 4th point for Gaucheri and Ben of the Renegades. Gaucheri serves.
Gaucheri's kept most of his shots to the inside, just throwing those deeper placement shots to the inside. And here he finally throws one right at Ichibide. That's the Philo, his go-to. Just explodes out of the basket, working away from the defending player, too. That's so tough to read and defend overall.
No, absolutely. He throws it as hard as anybody, and that one he threw particularly hard. Fault under serve. Second serve must be good. A good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Ubia to the inside. Ben's there. Ubia from the 11. Wall to wall from the left side it goes. Out to the Rebote. Forehand Rebote. Low and hard. Goes off the tip of Ubia's cesta. That's 5 points for Gaucheri and Ben. This is possible. Set point. Ubia's catching has really been solid at the beginning of this season, but this one just coming so fast.
Crossing the wall. Yeah, just kind of set up there on the right side and tipped it.
Beautiful catch by Ubia off the blasted serve by Gaucheri. Backhand by Iturbide. Ben is there. Ben from the 11 line. Rebote forehand. Costado hits the pad, and the pad is bad. Point and set to Gaucheri and Ben of the Renegades. Take the first set 6-2. 2 minutes go on the board. We'll come back out. Play our next set. So the Renegades take the first set of the penultimate match.
Yes, moving through this game day pretty quickly here with Gaucheri and Ben, hoping to keep the Renegades alive. They need a win here, and Goanaga and Amigarena will need a win over Zuleika and Arta. That will be our final match. We'll take a look at some replays, though. Set number one. Look at Gaucheri. You just feed him a rebote up there. Knows what to do with it. Kicks it off the sidewall. Yeah, you know, it's so frustrating. I mean, the beginning of the year, Ubia just everything fell into the basket, and now he feels like he's doing the same things, and it's just not ending in the same type of results. There's a philo there by Gaucheri just landing in. And then a ball tipped there to the right side. You see that game day score, though?
I see it.
Reflecting what we've seen today. Again, Chargers won the first two matches, Iturbide and Bradley, and then Arta in singles. Then Gaucheri got the one tally for the Renegades. And then Jed and Bradley just a few moments ago defeated CRB and Flores to get to this 3-1 game day score.
Got about 30 seconds to go before we begin our second set. There you have the total points. Cyclones on top as of yesterday. I believe it was yesterday.
Yes, it was.
With their game day win. Here we are in the ESPN3 DraftKings Players Cage. Focus on Ubia.
So like a consulting there with Ubia, and a lot of the time it's just, you know, staying composed.
Yeah,
Ubia's proven he can do
absolutely.
it. He's a dangerous player when he's on just because of his power. I mean, he can do damage from the backcourt that few other players can. Gonna need that version of him right here coming out in set number two. Haven't played a third set today, have we? I don't think so, Stu.
You're the statistician.
No, I don't think we have, right?
I don't believe we have.
Got a chance here. Iturbide ready to serve.
Rebote coming out. Rebote forehand by Iturbide. Gaucheri takes a little off of that one. Ubia from the 8 line, hard to the inside. What a catch by Ben, pulling that off the side wall. Equally good catch by Ubia. Rebote by Gaucheri. Big bounce brought down by Ubia. Ben now from the 11 line. Gaucheri takes that on the bounce. Behind him at the 10 line. Outside placement scooped up by Iturbide. Cortada by Iturbide, cut off before the sidewall by Gaucheri. Scoop attempt is missed in the backcourt. First point of the second set goes to Gaucheri and Ben. For the Renegades, Gaucheri serves.
The most underrated part of Gaucheri's game is simply his ability to catch the ball. I mean, we don't talk about it enough because he does so many things, but he is consistently top 3 in catch rate, and it's no different to begin the season this year. One of the best. And because you can't do anything if you don't have the ball, Stu.
Powerful, powerful serve. Rebote left side by Gaucheri. Robote forehand rifled back to the inside, and what a great catch is made by Ubia. Wow, that was close. I mean, like really close. Costado 2-all stopped by Gaucheri.
Not even phased.
And the return scores.
He almost got killed. Still tracked it down.
2 points for Gaucheri and Ben. Gaucheri serves.
If you want to know why he's so calm under pressure, I think this is a good illustration. He almost gets killed here, and then he takes off running the 40-yard dash, gets it on the outside, and then delivers a bullet.
Of course, because he's running away from Ben. I wanted to run away from Ben, too, there. I mean, you see someone winding up. Everybody's headed every direction. Except
the only one that could stop Gaucheri, maybe his own partner.
Wow.
Oof. All right, everyone's safe, though. We'll get you up back in your chair, sitting up.
Ball under serve. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Many close calls, but we've been very fortunate. I think El Barba was the last direct hit by Benny. That was a couple years ago now. Back when they were roommates.
I remember that one.
Yeah, that was a few years ago. Benny right to the back of El Barba, who went down like a log. He went down like a log. Man. Yeah. Powerful backhand by Ubia. Robote, left side, just above the pad. Iturbide's there. Inside it goes. What a scoop by Ben. Forehand, 2 pass, cut off at the 12 line by Ubia. Gaucheri at the sidewall. Tremendous play. Ben gets in there. Here's the backhand from the 11. Iturbide, low and hard to the left side of Gaucheri. Gaucheri, that's out.
Yeah.
First point. Second set goes to Iturbide and Ubia of the Chargers. Rather, the Chargers' first point in the second set.
Well, Gaucheri's been feeling it all day, so you don't mind that one.
Yeah,
a little
he
bit
almost
wild,
felt that
but,
backhand.
Yeah.
Sorry, I have a difficult time letting go sometimes.
It's okay.
Here's the catch by Ben. There's the backhand. Ubia from the 11 line to the inside, right to the corner. Difficult Robote is saved by Gaucheri. Iturbide hard to the inside. What a scoop by Ben. Cannot say enough about that scoop, actually. That was beautifully done. Ben to the inside, wall to wall. Robote coming out. Robote is dropping. Gaucheri makes the save. Iturbide moves in at the 3 line, straight to the inside. Second scoop will not be made. 2-2. Iturbide serves for the Chargers.
I mean, great catch the first time, but you know how many of these are you going to make in a row? Gaucheri blind overhead. That's all he can do to keep the rally going, and then Iturbide hard inside. That's all he's been doing. Even if Ben makes the catch, you're not necessarily worried about the damage that he's going to do on the next throw. It's better than giving it to Gaucheri up there, and Iturbide's more than happy to play that game. It hasn't been his usual aggressive self, but again, that just could be a factor of, you know, new basket, doesn't want to open it up until he's fully comfortable.
Ben on the backhand. Ben now from the forehand. Iturbide from the 8 line to the inside. Ubia low and hard, caught overhead by Gaucheri. Backhand by Ubia, caught by Gaucheri. Gaucheri to the inside, scoop attempt miss. Ball ruled to have been tipped off the scoop. That's a 3rd point for Gaucheri and Ben. Gaucheri serves. See how fast it happened?
Yeah, neither way. Robote hit the overhead screen, so it would have gone the Renegades' way. But then throwing it right at Ubia's feet, the same way Iturbide did on the previous point. It's just putting pressure on these backquarters. And a few seasons ago, if you would have said it, you would have given the advantage to the Chargers. But Ben's really stepped up all year. They used to target him, but not anymore.
Powerful, powerful serve is stopped by Ubia in the corner. Gaucheri on the run. Hard to the inside. Ben, great catch on the left side. Ubia from the 11. Great catch made overhead by Gaucheri. Difficult play. Iturbe cuts it off. Filo outside will score. Beautifully done. We're all tied up 3-3. Iturbe serves. He takes a second here to compose himself and then rips it outside. I mean, just well done.
And you can see just inside the line, too.
Ball tipped by Ben off a hard serve by Iturbe. That's a 4th point for Iturbe and Ubia. Iturbe serves.
Got to lock back in here. Ben's been solid, but and one miss could set some people off.
What a catch made deep in the backcourt by Ubia. Gaucheri's there. Outside by Gaucheri, picked up by Iturbe. Iturbe throws it hard. Gaucheri's all alone. He throws a 2-all. Iturbe's on it from the forehand. Fifth point for Iturbe and Ubia. Possible set point.
Well, snapped a couple shots on that point to Gaucheri, and all of them pretty easily handled by Iturbe. Here's a long 2-all rebote. He's well to the outside already. Makes the stop, puts it inside, and Ben's looking for a 2-all maybe on Iturbe's throw. Gaucheri,
yeah, more of a carambola. Gaucheri was yelling at him, but he just wasn't sure where he was supposed to go.
Oh,
Gaucheri going for the serve,
wow.
has a tip ball, point and set to Iturbe and Ubia. That brings us a third set, which begin in just 2 minutes.
Boy, that happened quickly. 4-point run there. It's 3-2. Renegades lead, and then out of nowhere, Chargers come back. A couple unforced errors that we haven't really seen from this Renegades team, and there's the result. 6-3 Chargers, forcing our first third set of the day. Let's see some replays here from set 2.
That's what we're talking about. We're saying an insane catch. I mean, that is just a phenomenal catch. That camera angle just gives you the perfect replay. You see Gaucheri? Was that when he was running away from Ben?
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
that was the point where he almost got killed.
Yeah. Iturbe grabs a hold of this one. Back to the inside. What a scoop by Ben. I mean, he's just playing so well. Again, season after season, Ben has just improved steadily.
Again, that one so difficult, kicking up right at his feet. And then Iturbe, here he started to open it up late. Started with that outside placement. Got a good serve in there, too. It's got one by Ben. And then here, look, I mean, Gaucheri.
Ben's out there. I think he thinks that a long carambola is coming, or the 3-wall. What are you doing out there?
Yeah.
I thought this is where you wanted me to be. No. That was how that conversation went. Half in Spanish, half in English.
Well, third set coming up as these players are some last-minute strategy there in the cage. Zulaika with Ubia. Zulaika's coming out with Arta against Goanaga and Amigarena. That'll be up next. Renegades hope that they still have a chance on the game day. See that score 3-1 in favor of the Chargers. So a win here would give them a full point and the top spot in the standings. Third set.
We're ready to begin our third and final set for this match. Gaucheri has the serve for the Renegades. First team to reach 6 points wins the match. Gaucheri serves. Our third set has begun. Powerful backhand by Ubia. Rebote to the inside. Saved by Gaucheri. Good pick up by Ubia. Rebote for Gaucheri. Big bounce to the inside. Ubia is there. Then on the catch. Backhand from the 11 line. Rebote forehand. by Ichibide. Rebote, left side by Gaucheri. Ubia moves in. Powerful forehand. Dropping. Ichibide makes the save. Gaucheri, great catch. Here's the backhand from the 8-line. Light touch, scooped up by Ichibide. Gaucheri's calling for this Rebote, puts it inside. Ubia from the 10-line. Ubia powerfully to the inside, and Ben is there. Big bounce brought down by Ubia. Fine catch on the left side. Split placement, stopped by Ubia. Ubia from the forehand. Scoop attempt tipped by Gaucheri. First point of the decisive third set goes to Ichibide and Ubia of the Chargers.
Renegades on the defensive seemingly throughout that entire point. I mean, just so much pressure. Gaucheri was running back, kept making those Rebote saves, but again, not really putting any power behind it and just laying him up, playing defense the entire way.
Here's the backhand by Ichibide, caught by Ben. Ichibide hard to the inside, Ben's there. Ubia now, backhand from the 10-line. Scoop by Ben. Rebote forehand played beautifully by Ichibide. Gaucheri calls for Rebote just above the pad. Scooped up by Ichibide, but that ruled to have caught the pad, and the pad is bad. That's a point for Gaucheri and Ben. Tied up, 1-1.
Just a little too cute with the shot there up in the front court. He went with more of a soft touch on the 2-wall as opposed to just really firing it in there, and he ended up catching the top of the pad on the way down.
I think seeing Gaucheri coming at you changes the calculus.
He certainly did change up the throw.
Yeah. It was based on Gaucheri basically making it so Gaucheri would have to run just a little bit further. But
right. But if he just commits, throws it like he normally does, that scores easily, and that's really the only way the Renegades could have won the point is if he touches the pad or throws it out. That's a big break.
There's the backhand by Ubia. Rebote, left side, by Gaucheri, big bounce, brought down by Ubia.
Beautiful.
Ubia again, this time on the bounce to the left side. Ben's there, Ben from the 12-line. Powerful backhand to the inside. That's a fine catch off the sidewall by Ubia. Ben now from the 12-line to the inside. Catch by Gaucheri. Costado by Gaucheri. Stopped by Ubia. Gaucheri again. High and inside. Caught in the air by Ubia. Low and hard by Ubia. Shooting out. Gaucheri makes a save. Ichibide takes it on the bounce. To the inside it goes. Oh, difficult play on the forehand of Ben. Beautiful catch again by Ben. Low runner. Scooped up by Ben. Here's the backhand. Powerful backhand by Ben. Clears the overhead screen. Rebote left side by Ichibide. Gaucheri comes cross court and makes a great play there on the left side. Low hard. Caught by Gaucheri. Changes things up. Ichibide's there. Hard to the inside he goes. Backhand by Ben. Ichibide down low. Gaucheri calls through Rebote. Try to turn that into a 2-wall. Rebote from the 9-line. Tough play. That point goes to Ichibide and Ubia. That ball caught the pad.
Gaucheri was going down to the floor. Instead of laying it up and just throwing a defensive shot, he tried to turn it into the ultimate offensive play. Rebote 2-wall. Look at how low Iturbide keeps this. And Gaucheri falling down. Look at where this hits.
He fell down a little hard, too.
He went down hard, but Jedin's going to get out there with a towel, wipe it down, and these guys could certainly use a break after that point, too. One thing that we see consistently, when it gets to a third set, these guys, they throw the ball just a little bit harder. They have just another gear in the third set. And
yep.
Man.
And also the ball's moving faster. The ball's the hottest it's going to be, especially with Ubia throwing it.
But the effort, the energy, just spectacular. But all four.
Rebote, left side by Iturbide. Picked up on the bounce by Gaucheri. Drop shot by Gaucheri. Read and stopped by Iturbide. Iturbide to the inside. Ben comes up with the scoop on the forehand. Backhand blasted by Ubia.
Maybe fed him.
The 2-wall caught the pad. Third point for Iturbide and Ubia of the Chargers. Iturbide serves. Gaucheri, it's just a misfire is what that is, just a misfire. He gets into the motion. He's made them all day. In that one.
It just wanted it so badly. He kind of hooked it a bit, it seemed.
Yep.
We'll see. Just got to come back here.
Beautiful catch by Ben. Here's the backhand. Ubia, hard to the inside. Rebote, the rebound from the back wall played by Gaucheri. Powerful, powerful backhand by Ubia. Ben is there. Rebote forehand rifle to the feet of Ubia. It's tipped off the scoop attempt. 2 points for Gaucheri and Ben here in the third set. Iturbide and Ubia with 3. Gaucheri serves.
Well, sometimes when you throw it so hard, you can feed these rebotes, and we mean by feed, Gaucheri's got it at the 4 line off the wall. He can just rear back and fire it as hard as he wants, crosses the side wall, and that's a tough catch for Ubia, regardless of where he's standing. Just coming in so quick.
Here's a powerful backhand thrown by Ubia. Rebote to the inside, taken on the forehand of Ubia. Low and hard from the right side. That ball's tipped at the back wall. 4th point for Iturbide and Ubia. Here in the third set, Iturbide serves.
That's just a tough play for Ben. I mean, he's made so many great catches and bailed them out. It's, you know,
that one
tough
was coming
to criticize.
flying
That's
again.
tough.
You can't criticize that at all.
He's backing up.
There's
It's
nothing
just
easy about that
going
catch.
on.
There's the backhand by Ben. Rebote forehand by Iturbide. Gaucheri, left side. Big bounce. Brought down by Ubia. Split placement. Scoop attempt missed. 3rd point for Gaucheri and Ben of the Renegades. Gaucheri serves.
Those splitters put pressure on the defense. You have to communicate, and you got to make a play. This catch isn't easy. I think Gaucheri just winds it up. It clips. I mean, it's not technically good highlight, but it's effective on this court. Dropping it to Ubia's feet. Well, that one seemed like more of a clip, though, than intentionally throwing a 2-wall. We've seen some players do that, but just a break, fortunately, for the Renegades.
Fault under serve. Second serve must be good. A good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. No shortage of seriousness on the court, man. I'm just looking at all the faces, and it's one serious punim after the next.
This match is serious, and then you add the game day implications, too.
Beautiful catch here by Ubia. Backhand. Rebote, left side to the inside. Ubia looks for the rebote. That's dropping. And will score. 4-4 is the score. Gaucheri serves for the Renegades.
And one quick point after another. Missed rebote, missed catch, and here we are tied up 4-4. Doesn't seem like the Renegades have done a whole lot. And here they are around late in this third set, able to tie it up.
Third set and score so close. Powerful serve by Gaucheri is caught and returned by Ubia. Ben's there. Ben from the 12 line. Low and hard by Ubia, caught by Ben. Iturbide from the 9 line. Gaucheri will let it pass. Plays the rebote. Iturbide gets in there, makes the stop. Gaucheri's there. Backhand. Ubia from the 12 line. Ben now from the 11. Rebote coming out. Big bounce. Rebote forehand. Gaucheri calls for the rebote. Plays it from the left side. Iturbide cuts it off in the air. Rebote again for Gaucheri. To the inside. This one goes and it scores. Possible game, possible match point for Gaucheri and Ben, leading 5-4 in the third and final set.
It was a tough catch to begin with, and then Ubia overcomplicated it by leaving his feet, trying to scoop it up as the ball's crossing the sidewall, just adding another element of complexity to this catch, which you don't need to. It's a forehand rebote, it's crossing the wall, and you see there, he's jumping as he's going into the wall.
Powerful serve. He is stopped by Ubia. Gaucheri makes the catch. Backhand from the 9 line. Ubia is there. That one's not coming out. Here we are, 5-5 in the third set. Match point. Pretty much well what this match deserves, right?
Yeah, no, absolutely. And this is one of the responsibilities of the backcourt, protect the Chick-Chack and Chula. It's a tough one for Ben. Yeah, it's tough for Ben because Gaucheri's aggressive, and as you said, this court, you don't necessarily know.
Great catch by Ben. There's the backhand. Low runner, low and hard. Ben on the catch. Backhand from the 12. Little clip off the sidewall to the forehand of Iturbide. Rebote for Gaucheri. Hard right up the middle. Ubia passed on the scoop, puts it inside. Ben moves in. Backhand from the 12. Ubia now from deep in the backcourt. Low and hard. Rebote saved by Gaucheri. Big bounce at the sidewall. Ubia is there. Rebote coming way out.
Oh, my.
Gaucheri on the rebote, fires it inside. Ubia picks it up beautifully. What a catch by Gaucheri. Gaucheri back to the inside. Ubia is there. Ubia powerfully. Gaucheri's calling for it. Plays it up high. Iturbide cuts it off. Split placement caught in the air by Gaucheri. Split placement thrown too hard and landing out of play. Point set and a hard-fought match for Iturbide and Ubia, taking it 6-5 in the third set.
Oh, a thriller coming down to the final point, and the Chargers get the win and the game day. Still one match left, though. Division 3 doubles to close things out. Goanaga and Amigarena take on Zuleika and Arta.
Bradley on the move, breaking, he got there. Blast the forehand, everybody out of the way, and Nicholas got hit. Gaucheri up in the front court towards the inside. What a scoop!
What an amazing
by Douglas.
catch.
Gaucheri picks it up in the front court, whips it inside. Another one.
All right, Stu, we'll take a look at this final sequence and break it down here.
Phenomenal play.
Inside placement there. Look at Ubia. Comes in with the scoop. It's a little bullet. Gaucheri picks it off. Now here's where the action picks up. Tough high scoop by Ubia. Backhand inside. Rebote laid up. Iturbide
committed and cuts it off.
Cuts it off. You thought here maybe the Renegades had a chance, and then you see it kick, and it's out of play. Oh, the reactions of all the players in the background, a standing ovation by most, and that's what that match deserved. What a win by Iturbide and Ubia to secure the game day win for the Chargers. Let's hear from our winners. There they are, Ubia and Iturbide. Not many teams have been able to have consistent success against Gaucheri and Ben. What's the formula that you guys have been able to beat that team now the last couple seasons?
Honestly, it was actually what we were lacking on the first set, and it was putting a little bit of heat. And just because of that factor, it was a match with very high intensity, a little too much intensity actually for the longevity of the game. And then there was a lot of unforced errors because of the constant rhythm. But that's the way to play against Gaucheri and Ben. That's the best formula that we can think of. And honestly, David did a great job on holding everything, making critical points, and just a little tired right now. Sorry.
No, awesome, guys. Well, you got your third game day win already. You get to see what happens with this last match. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Go Chargers.
Division 3 doubles. Let's see. The two teams, Goanaga and Amigarena. Up there for the Renegades, they will take on Zuleika and Arta. Goanaga and Amigarena 1-0 so far this regular season. Zuleika and Arta 1-1, coming off of that only win.
So Ubia believes that there can be too much intensity. I'd say I'd agree with them. I'd probably tend to agree with them that the intensity going. Got that one, didn't you? I used it the other day.
Can't get that one by me twice. There's the serve. We begin our final match. Low runner to the inside, picked off by Amigarena. Backhand along the wall. There's Arta. Amigarena steps up, cuts it off, plays it back. Now Zuleika. Ping grab in the backcourt. High bouncing rebote played by Goanaga. Cut off again. One dropping along the wall. Tough grab by Arta. Backhand. Stopped now by Goanaga. Plays it back inside. Scoop. Missed. Gives the Renegades, Goanaga and Amigarena, the first point. Our final match. Low runner inside, scoop, miss by Amigarena, trading points here. We're tied 1-1. Serve takes Amigarena to the outside. There's that low running backhand. Scooped up high in the corner by Arta. Goanaga now backed up. Sends the forehand along the wall. Picked up on the bounce. Arta again from deep in the backcourt. Back inside Goanaga. Now Arta. This one dropping. Amigarena steps up, makes the catch. Backhand along the wall. Arta pulls it in. Arta now from the middle of the court, sends it over both players' heads. Amigarena, he's got it in the middle of the court, backhand two-wall, kind of clipped. Zuleika stops it, sends it high, back into the corner. Amigarena plays it right off the sidewall. Low runner, stopped in the air. Zuleika into the costado. It's a two-wall. Goanaga actually overran it a bit. That gives the Chargers a second point.
No, it was a really good read by Goanaga. He read Zuleika's body language, went out there. He was in place, came up on him a bit fast. You want, if you're making the catch, you want the ball sufficiently away from you. Yeah, not right there to have to twist it. Try to trap it in your cesta.
Arta all alone in the corner, makes the catch on the bounce. Sends it up. Now Amigarena. Arta sends it high. It just clears the screen. Goanaga waits on the rebote, hooked it, gives it to Zuleika. He's got the two-wall. It opens and scores. 3-1 lead for the Chargers.
I think that's the one thing that really has developed for Zuleika here in this season in particular, starting with World Super Court, is the comfort with the costado consistently. He takes a little bit off of this one and throws it just absolutely perfect. See, I mean, just the confidence on his face while he was throwing it was spot on.
Migarena from the backcourt plays it up the middle. Now Arta. Our backhand pass to Migarena. Goenaga digs it out, sends it inside. High scoop. Zuleika plays it back. Left side of Bote. Sent inside. Now Arta. Migarena. The 11 line, blasted along the wall. What a grab there. Zuleika just ripped it off the numbers. Oh, he does the same back at the 10 line. Floats it up. Goenaga's got a play on it. Sends it high and deep in the corner. Arta, no fear, reaches in, makes the catch, fires it back to a Migarena. This one right along the wall. No. Migarena, backhand, clears the overhead screen. Backhand comes in low. Zuleika, leaping grab, cuts it off in the front court. Back inside, Goenaga now. Lower and harder, scooped up by Arta. Now Arta beyond the 12 line, plays it inside, catch. Migarena almost crashed into the wall. Moves it back, Arta, same spot, just beyond the 12. That one crossed. Still, Arta comes away with the catch. Right back to a Migarena. Backquarters trading throws here. Arta again lobs one up. A Migarena beyond the 13. Not going to let these balls come out. Arta. Goenaga finally reaching in. Stops it along the wall. Back to Zuleika. Inside placement. Oh, Migarena read it beautifully. Got there well before the second bounce. Arta trying to cross the side wall. Good pick up there by Migarena. Backhand. Caught low by Arta. Migarena able to pass wall to wall. Zuleika gets in there. Sends the rebote. That's caught by Migarena again. Forehand rebote. Kicks off the wall. Goenaga into the costado. It's a drop shot. Got the first bounce, not the second. Zuleika's on it. Goenaga slows it down, keeps it inside. Now Arta, powerful backhand. Migarena steps back, makes the play. Arta lines it up off the wall, back inside. Now Goenaga. Arta backhand kicks it off the side wall. Migarena up at the 11, sends it deep. Past Arta though, he's got it. On the 13 line. Now Goenaga, inside placement shot. Arta got to get there. He got up there but couldn't make the catch. That's 2 for the Renegades.
Just a slight change in the pace of play. You see Arta running up there, reaching out to try to make that catch down low. Tough place to make that catch.
Good stop there on the inside. Goenaga comes cross court. Right back to Zuleika though. He shoots a 2-wall. That's out. Renegades have tied it 3-3.
Costado 2-wall landing just wide there for Zuleika. Once again, in our final match for the game day. See the catch here by Zuleika, the 2-all. Just landing wide.
That's a hard serve. The ace makes it 4-3. Renegades out in front. Arta lines that one up, makes the catch, fires it back inside. Amigarena stands in, makes the play. Amigarena now from deep in the backcourt, sends it inside. Zulaika waits for it. Robote clears the screen. Goanaga now, forehand, outside placement attempt. Not outside enough. Zulaika fakes the carom, puts it back inside. It scores. 4-4 is the score. Zulaika will serve.
Amigarena and Arta trying to get the crossing situation, which has been a little bit of an issue, not just between these two. Generally, you want to, if you're going to cross, you want to cross in back of the opponent when he's going to catch.
Well, serve came up the middle. Clean miss by Goanaga. There's a backhand inside. Arta. Rote forehand. Dropped. Zulaika trying to make a play. Didn't bring it in. That's 5 points. An impossible set point for the Renegades. Goanaga and Amigarena.
That's possibly the greatest show of dissatisfaction I've ever seen from Zulaika.
Heads up there.
I mean, when he's won, you've seen some, appropriate celebration. Nothing inappropriate about that frustration, but oh, look at him.
Goanaga.
Wow.
The serve will score. Yeah, Zulaika went for it, knocked it down. Point and set. Renegades take it, 6-4, 2 minutes. Come back and play set number 2. Happened quickly, but Zulaika trying to make a play on that serve, and there we are, 6-4. Renegades come back and take that opening set.
Goanaga's got that powerful serve. You're watching Battle Court live from the Magic City Fronton in Miami, Florida. Currently playing our 6th of 6 scheduled matches. We'll be back tomorrow, 5 p.m. for Battle Court, and on Friday, 7 p.m.
Yes, tomorrow night will be the Warriors and Fireballs. And then on Friday, we'll see the Renegades in action again against the Devils, who we saw last night.
Here we are back in the ESPN3 DraftKings Players Cage. Players taking the breaks back here in between sets and to prepare for matches. Focus on the Renegades.
And a lot of the shot making in that first set came from Zulaika. Goanaga, again, didn't really throw a whole lot. Great catching. I mean, and his energy, too. I mean, he's everywhere. He plays about as hard as anybody up in the front court. He'll go side to side, cutting every ball off that he can. Just love that type of player, and he's meant so much to the Renegades over the last couple seasons. I mean, since he began here, he's been a Renegade his entire career. Players making their way back out there for set number 2.
And the conversation continues.
Oh, and it's actually...
I'm standing up there because if
this is a good conversation.
Because if your front quarter takes the shot and throws a drop shot, I have to get up there and catch it. That's why I'm standing in front of you. Yes, but if you cross, if he doesn't catch it and it comes to me, you're crossing in front of me when I'm trying to catch it.
It makes sense on both sides of the, of the arc. I totally get it. But it would be nice if I'm if I'm the opposing backcourter, I'd be saying the same thing. If I'm the guy trying to, maybe my front quarter's going to pick it.
100%. They'll work it out, though. They're professional.
But this is a very professional conversation.
Oh,
this
no
is
question
not
about it. I was part of a somewhat less professional conversation not that long ago, dealing with the same subject.
So you just got to talk it out sometimes. Second set, Stu.
And sometimes it's better not to pick up the phone. Okay, second set coming up.
You have caller ID? You've heard of that?
I do, but I didn't look.
There's a serve. We begin set 2. Goanaga picks it. Drop shot. Zulaika's on it. His Philo scores. First point of set 2. Those are the Chargers.
Wasn't anybody that's here now.
Okay, good. Just to clear the air.
Did you see what happened? I saw a lot, actually. I saw a lot all day. What specifically are you talking about? That's how the conversation started. Then I was sent a video clip. Fun game, great guys.
Amigarena from the outside delivers the backhand. Robote coming out. Zulaika's on it. Sends it inside. Goanaga, rather. Able to run under it. Now Zulaika comes flying in. Plays it back inside. Amigarena steps up. Hard throw. Arta stands in. Catch off the sidewall. Megarena plays it back. Arta keeps it on the left side. Goenaga. Rabote tracks it down. Back to Arta. Catch overhead. Arta now lobs one up. Takes a Megarena out of it. Goenaga all alone for the Rabote. He drops one inside. Catch by Arta on the bounce. One kicks out to the middle of the court. Goenaga to Cortada. Kind of elevated it a bit. Arta able to scoop it up there in the backcourt. Megarena keeps this one lower. Goenaga. Jai-Alai rather cuts it off inside. Here's Goenaga. Rabote sent up the middle. Arta able to run around this one again. Backhand. Oh, runner. Megarena steps up. Now Jai-Alai, powerful forehand. Rabote dropping low. Megarena steps up, makes the catch, sends it inside. There's Arta. Goenaga, late reaction, jumps back to cut it off, plays it back. Arta right there again. Catch along the wall. Megarena floats one up. Now Arta, same spot, a little bit lower this time. Goenaga into the costado. Back inside Arta on an island. He scoops it up. Arta again, this time just beyond the 12. Plays it along the wall. Goenaga has to save the Rabote. Jai-Alai can't get there. Arta, good catch on the hop. Megarena, low and hard, scooped up by Arta. Another backhand. Oh, he pulled out late, and Goenaga able to save the Rabote. Good reaction, it's floating.
Oh, the floater.
And it
Total
scores
floater.
for the Renegades. 1-1, tied up.
It looks like it's coming with the same amount of speed, but it's really not. And Archer just moved up on it and thought it was coming right in his cesta and was about 2 inches off. Just did not come with that same power.
That's a powerful serve. Arta, great catch. It's across the side wall. Megarena, backhand. Hard inside. Now Jai-Alai has a Rabote, but that's in the overhead screen and out of play. Renegades in front, 2-1.
Some uncharacteristic unforced errors here by Jai-Alai. That one in particular, I mean, it's really just related to power. He's got tremendous power on both sides, on both the forehand and the backhand. In this particular court, you need to keep it in control, and he just rifled that ball high and hard. So hard that it hit the top glass and took off and hit the overhead screen.
Well, that's a tough serve. Ooh. The ace makes it 3-1. Well, that one crossed low. It stayed low the whole way.
Goenaga is one of those players. We don't have a lot of them, but there's a few who have this cortada serve down pat. Low and hard in the box, throwing sidearm, crossing the side wall and staying low. You kind of flirt with the underserve line when you're throwing with it, but.
Well, that's a fine stop there on the left side. Arta lays it up. Megarena now at the 12. Arta takes it right off the wall. That's a powerful backhand. Megarena beyond the 13, no problem, makes the catch. Sends it back, here's Arta. Powerful throw again, and Megarena has it. Passing Arta, now here's Rabote. Jai-Alai, that opens up to the middle of the court. Good catch. Cortada picked up before the second bounce, and a 2-0 from the backcourt. Will score. Thrown by Arta. That's 2 for the Chargers.
Arta definitely lending this team a hand there. Very well done. Arta makes a great catch here on the replay. The 2-all.
It's a tough catch. That one crossed very deep in the backcourt. Jai-Alai lines up the Rabote, powers it inside. It's a catch by Megarena. Wall to wall from the left side. Rabote coming up the middle. Arta stops it. There's the backhand. This one dropping low. Arta Pulls it off the sidewall, sends it high and deep. There's a long rebote. Goanaga turns it back inside. Zulaika cuts it off in the air. Low runner. Omega Reina steps up. Nice read. Oh, what a stop there. Came up on him quick. Omega Reina got out of the way late. Goanaga hooked it up the middle. Quick bounce catch. And a Karam follows. It's in, and it scores. Chargers tie it 3-3.
Beautiful carom executed by Zulaika. Karam, 2-all thrown by the forehand. Good catch. Boom goes the carom. Just really well executed.
Goanaga picks the serve, rifles it inside. There's a fantastic scoop by Arta. Now Omega Reina back at the 12. This one kicks up the middle. Arta stays with it. Robote left side. This one played up the middle again. Zulaika makes the catch, pumps it back. What a leaping crab there by Goanaga up in the front court. Arta from the 11. High and hard, long rebote coming out. Goanaga turns it outside, but it's outside the court. Out of play. 4-3 lead for the Chargers.
That is a tricky one to announce because you want to say, I've said it many times myself, out of the court. And it's like, no, we're in the court, you know, because the court's like on the inside, it's out of play. But it is, you know.
And
like
I don't mean to sound so dramatic. I feel, you know, sorry. You know,
No,
to the player. You know,
No. I mean, I get, having said it many times, I get it. I totally get it. I'll meet you down at the court means this area down here, including that area.
This one riding the side wall. Arta, no problem, takes it right off. Now Zulaika into the Costado, back inside. Omega Reina all alone, makes a tough scoop. Backhand that just clears the overhead screen. Zulaika got a chance at the rebote,
Great
drops
focus.
it inside. That's a tough one. Omega Reina goes to the floor for that save. Arta tracks it down on the outside. Forehand crossing the wall, picked up overhead. Flying catch by Zulaika, backhand, stopped in the corner. Arta floats it up, takes Omega Reina out of it. Goanaga, rebote inside,
Oh, what
caught
a
right off
catch.
the side wall, but didn't have control of the backhand. 4-4 is the score. Goanaga will serve.
There's two distinct processes there, the catch and the throw. And the catch there was, just to get your cesta in the way of that ball at the side wall was beautifully done by Zulaika. But to then settle it, and have it positioned in your cesta to be able to throw it with accuracy is an entirely different matter.
Back into the inside, this one dropping low. Rebote comes flying out, and Goanaga turns it. There's a big backhand by Arta. Goanaga again. There's it back inside. That one dropped. Renegades retake the lead 5-4. They have a possible set and a possible match point.
Zulaika again there right at the end.
Backhand to the inside, pulled in by Goanaga. What a bullet there. Zulaika, no problem, plays it back. From shooting off the back wall. Goanaga got a knee, plays it inside. There's Zulaika, keeps the pressure on. But Omega Reina from the left side puts it back inside. Catch along the side wall. This one dropping. Zulaika picks it off, plays it deep. Omega Reina's out of the way. Goanaga right along the wall to save that rebote. Splitter. Goanaga catches it. He whips it inside, but right to Arta. That keeps the match going. Oh, Omega Reina foot on the wall, comes down with the ball. Now back to Arta, deep in the backcourt. Floats it up, trying to take Omega Reina out of it, but he makes the catch. The backhand, though, just clears the screen.
Wow.
Same as that rebote. Takes Goanaga to the three-line. He whips it inside. Scoop by Arta. Backhand. Right along the wall. Omega Reina stops it again. Backhand to wall. Will score for the win. Point, set, and match. Goanaga and Amigarena win it in straight sets, 6-4, 6-4. But the Chargers still win the game day, 4-2. Folks, stay tuned. We'll hear from our winners, Goanaga and Amigarena.
All right, boys, who we betting on?
However you bet, whoever you are, the sportsbook for every kind of player. Hard Rock Bet. Roll with us.
Look at our standings. The win there for the Chargers, 3 wins and 1 loss now. 3 points, good enough for the top spot in our standings. From our winners, Goanaga and Amigarena. We'll give them a moment as they make their way off the court.
Yeah, Goanaga looks like he's taking a break here. I think he's well-deserved.
Well, Stu, it was a hard-fought match.
It was. Did you ask him if he wanted to be interviewed?
Stu, you know, that's part of the game. You know, it's a process here. Just work with us.
Yes, no matter how you won, you're upset. Come on. Goanaga making
here we are, guys.
There they are.
Some talk about the headsets, but we're ready to go here with Goanaga and Amigarena. Just your second match playing together, but all signs point to a pretty good season for you two. How are you feeling early on?
Well, on the first game that we played last game day, he did a great job, but it wasn't my best game. Today we tried to stay focused even we lost the game day, and at least just focus point by point, and we won, and it's for nothing, but it is what it is.
Yeah, well, Amigarena, the catching to begin this season has been phenomenal for you. The catch rate was up above 98%, which is an improvement from last year. What do you test that to this year with such a strong start?
I think that is, I have been playing here like more than 1 year, so the first season especially, I understand the new guys, the new French guys, is not easy for them because I knew. And the reason that I'm playing well because I know the core well, I have good partners, so let's see if this season at least we go to the playoffs and maybe we win the tournament. So.
Awesome, guys. You've had a great start. Great playing, you two, and we'll see what happens the last couple game days. Thanks, guys, for the time. That's going to do it for our game day today. Join us again next week. For tomorrow, folks, not next week. We'll be there Thursday, 5 p.m. for some more Battle Court action. Have a good night, everybody. Yes, Stu, tomorrow night. I said Thursday. Sorry, folks. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thanks, guys. This way, yeah?
Yeah, no, it's...
Because if not, we are like...